Guys, welcome back to the Coffee Bar 2.0. I appreciate you all's patience. This is gonna be my first sip and review back. I definitely appreciate everybody's patience and waiting on me to come back. Please like, share, and subscribe on the channel. Drink more coffee and also follow me on TikTok as well. I just went to go see Spider-Man No Way Home. Absolutely blew my mind. I've seen it twice already. I'm probably gonna see it a third time. Second time was even better around. Let's jump into this movie and let me go ahead and give you all my ratings at the end here. So first and foremost, I want to hit on the plot of the whole movie. It was just exactly what we expected it to be. It was a real life live action Into the Spider-Verse. That's what it was. So basically, long story short, Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, him and his friends are trying to get into MIT. And of course, at the end of the last movie, Mysterio revealed that Spider-Man was Peter Parker. So it caused a lot of issues, including getting them rejected from MIT. Now, with that being stated, Peter goes to Dr. Strange and he's like, I need a spell. And of course, we saw this in the previews, I need a spell. And he botched the spell by saying he wanted different people to remember that he was Spider-Man, so he didn't have to re-go through saying that, you know, or revealing his identity. This causes the multiverse to crack, some cracks in the multiverse, and every time he botched it, it seemed like it brought a new person through, from what I understand. So we end up getting the Sinister Six, and I'll explain why I say 6, even though we only saw 5 villains in the previews and also throughout the movie, but there really was Sinister Six. And like I said, I'll tell you all why. That being stated, we move forward throughout the plot and we start getting our different cameos. Now, as Peter and his friends are defending himself, including Aunt May, we get a cameo from Matt Murdock. He's actually in this movie. He actually represents Peter and lets him know he's not gonna be in trouble. It was absolutely awesome because it was Charlie Cox playing Matt Murdock from the Netflix series. So we got that going on, and I hope you guys are watching Hawkeye because they did give a hint to Kingpin. Now they blurred out his face. I hope I'm not spoiling anything for anybody, but they did blur out his face in episode 5. But from what I'm hearing and the hints they're giving, it looks like it's gonna be Vincent D'Onofrio reprising his role as the Kingpin. So that's gonna be awesome. We already got Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio. Hopefully we get to see what happens at the end of that Netflix series as well. So moving forward with the plot, after all of this is happening, man, we start seeing the villains pop up, and that's when the movie starts getting really good. The first 30 minutes is actually really good. It's kind of a little bit of exposition on what's going on. But, you know, we get Doctor Strange, and then we, of course, we get Wong. He makes a small appearance as well. But the biggest thing is we see the first villain we see is Alfred Molina'S Dr. Octopus, and man, he looks like he never missed a beat. This guy's awesome. We get to see him. We get to see the Green Goblin's bomb and everything. So all that being stated, we get to see these villains back from the other universes, and I think that's what actually makes this movie really good. We've been kind of hyped about this movie the whole time, and we start to see these villains. And now next we get to see Jamie Foxx's Electro. Jamie Foxx is Jamie Foxx in this movie. He's absolutely hilarious. And then moving along, we get to see Sandman, Flint Marco's Sandman. He didn't get much in this storyline. Neither did the Lizard. They didn't get much, but they still did make the movie. So now we got all 5 of our villains, and Spider-Man's trapped them all in Doctor Strange's Sanctorium. Now that being said, Doctor Strange is wanting to send them back, and basically all of these guys except for one has already died. So when they go back to their home, they're gonna die. So Spider-Man wants to save them with the whole great power comes great responsibility. And that's where we get the Doctor Strange versus Spider-Man fight. The visuals are absolutely awesome. You gotta see it yourself. Like I said, I give this fight probably a 8 out of 10. It's not as good as the Doc Ock and Spider-Man fight from Spider-Man 2. However, it's right up there with those fights. That being stated, we moving forward. Spider-Man actually beats Doctor Strange. He gets the box so they don't go back to their home. And then we move forward and he tries to fix all of the villains. Now, with them with him trying to fix all the villains, of course, we do get Norman Osborn, and we get his dual personality with the Green Goblin. He does smash the original mask from the original movie, but you know, he's still himself. And while we're kind of moving forward here, we kind of get this kind of feeling that, you know, that he's gonna be the MacGuffin. He's gonna be the guy that actually causes everything to go left, and he is indeed that. So we get the Green Goblin, and unfortunately, he does do the unthinkable. And instead of us getting an Uncle Ben death, we actually get the Aunt May death. So it was pretty rough. Actually seeing Spider-Man lose Aunt May mid-film, and then to top it all off, the police shoot him. So he doesn't even get to grieve properly. So he's at his lowest point here. And if you don't like Tom Holland as Spider-Man, you're gonna love him in this movie because his emotions really do come through as the movie goes on. Now, while they're trying to actually help, Ned and MJ have no clue where he is, and while trying to find him, they open portals to find Peter Parker. And spoiler alert, Andrew Garfield comes through one of the portals, and also Tobey Maguire comes through the other one. So we do have, like I said, the live action universe, and those are all our cameos that we got in the movie. It was really cool to see all three Spider-Men team up to fight the Sinister Five, quote unquote Sinister Six. And at the end of the movie, they do actually go ahead and come through and end up going against all of the villains and succeeding in curing them and sending them back with the strange spell. Now, the only thing about that is, in order to get them all to go back, and in order for the multiverse to stop cracking, Doctor Strange has to make everyone forget about Peter Parker, period. So that's the only big thing here, and I think it was a perfect ending to the movie, because the cool thing about that is it gives it a book ending to the 3 series of the movies. But the bad part about it is Tom Holland may not come back. I know they said, I've heard rumors that he wants to kind of focus in on family, which is great. But that also means we may not get him back as Spider-Man. But I think if they are patient enough, we'll see him again as Spider-Man, and he'll be able to continue into the 4th one. I've heard also that they are actively seeing exactly what's going to happen with Spider-Man 4 and also the Avengers 5, Secret Wars, and all of these things. Now, moving forward, I did tell you guys it was a Sinister Six, and if you stay for the first after credit scene, the cool thing about it is you do get to see Eddie Brock and Venom talking to a bartender, and that is the 6th member of the Sinister Six. He is there, but he never makes it to Spider-Man. And as soon as he gets up to go try to talk to him, they actually are being sent back. So, you know, we get Eddie Brock, we get Andrew Garfield, we get Tobey Maguire, we got the worst kept secret in Hollywood, we got all that going on. This movie definitely lives up to the hype, and at the end, as far as a rating goes, I would have to give this movie a solid 8.59 out of 10 cups of coffee. I love the movie. You guys, if you want to check out the drink, I already made a video for this. It's on my TikTok. It's also going to be on my shorts for YouTube. It is the Party Pomelo, aka the Peter Parker. It's absolutely awesome. Check it out, guys. Also, like, share, and subscribe. Get back to me. Let me know what you all thought about the movie, and also get back to me on the next movie that I'll be reviewing, which is going to be the Matrix Resurrections. Get back to me. Love you guys. Have a good one.